In order to get the most out of your run, whether that's a race or a training session, you need to have a thorough warm-up. This will help prepare your mind and your body so that you can perform to the highest level, and also it will reduce the chance of injury. So I'm going to be taking you through a step-by-step guide to a warm-up to help you be best prepared for your run. If you're anything like me, you might be a bit sluggish getting going at the start of a session. And it's not really a surprise if you spend hours sat at your desk and you expect your body to suddenly go out and run and perform, that it's going to take a while to get going. And that heavy leg, sluggish feeling can put you off your session and sometimes even hamper the beginning part of the quality of your set. So in order to overcome that, you need a thorough warm-up. And I'm talking about more than just a jog here. And I know you might be worrying, oh, what if I get too tired in the warm-up? Well, trust me, actually having a thorough warm-up is more likely to help your session rather than detriment it. Yes, you can and even should actually include a jog. It's going to get your heart rate up, your blood flowing and your muscles nice and warm. But it needs to be at a very easy pace. So conversational pace is the best idea. Don't look at your watch because it really doesn't matter for that. So keep it to around 10 minutes. And if you are somewhere cold, you can start with quite a few layers on. And if you say running laps somewhere, you can always take them off as you get nice and warm. But if you don't actually want to move forwards or run anywhere in particular, you can even skip on the spot using a rope. But you need to do a little less than 10 minutes, otherwise you will get too tired at that. It's a good idea to get the whole of your body moving. So add in some side steps and some jogging twists. Make sure you rotate every 4 so you're working your body fully, and ensure you use your arms and trunk entirely, as it'll make your body start working effectively ahead of your run. But if you are doing it, say on some grass, just check the surface because you will be going sideways. You need to look after your ankles. Now we're going to slow things down a little and wake up those smaller muscles that support your foot, your ankle and your lower leg. Starting with heel walks. Here you need to lift your toes off the ground, activating those muscles down the front of your shin. And then swap over to toe walks, so you're on your tippy toes, and this will activate those muscles at the back, mainly your calves, as well as the smaller ones that you require for balance. So walk out for 20 steps and then return back for 20 steps, first going on your heels and then on your toes. Moving to single leg work now to activate those larger muscles and make sure they're firing correctly too. So this is going to challenge your balance a little bit, it's going to activate your glutes, and it's also going to really help keep you warm. So if you are, say, a very proficient skipper, you could even do this skipping by doing single leg skips, or if you're anything like me, then it's probably best you just stick to hops. So I want you to do 10 hops on one leg, swap to the other leg for another 10, and repeat that twice through. Moving on up to the hips, some dynamic leg swings are going to help open them up and reduce any restrictions that you might have in this area. Now, if you've got good balance, great, but if not, then you might want to find a friend or a tree or something similar to hold on to. If, however, your balance is good enough and you can do it standing on one leg, this will double up because it will help actually activate your glutes and really strengthen your core muscles at the same time. Swing forwards and backwards, trying to keep the trunk relatively stable and limit that movement that you've got at the pelvis. And then change the direction to swing the leg across the front of the body, so you're opening up the hips in a different angle. You need to repeat both sets on each leg 10 times through. Sticking with the hips, we're going to move on to lunges. Now these are going to open up the hips further, but we're also going to be adding a little bit of activation work with a single leg hold in the middle. So start by lunging forward so that your front knee goes to 90 degrees as your ankle is also at 90 degrees. Then you're going to step forwards over that, and then instead of going straight into your next lunge, I want you to hold an A-frame shape with that spare resting knee. So your thigh is basically parallel to the ground. Once you've held that in a nice stable position, then lunge forwards onto your next leg. And from there, if you want to add in some thoracic rotation, you can do a bit of a twist, which will just help with mobility for your trunk as well. So make these continuously stepping forwards, a total of 5 times for each leg, so that will give you 10 lunges in total. Have a short rest and then repeat it twice through. It's time to get things moving again with some nice straightforward high knees and bottom kicks. So aim to get your knees up to hip level as high as you can, and then when you're doing the bottom kicks, try to get your heel towards your bottom. And I'm just going to make these nice and straightforward. So start off with moving forwards or on the spot, 10 high knees, straight into 10 bottom kicks, followed by 10 easy strides of jogging, and then repeat the whole thing continuously 3 times through. Finally, a few sets of strides that are just going to tune your body and your mind into this session ahead. So start off at around 40% of your maximum effort, and you're going to build up to around 80% over an 80-meter stretch, and then jog back to the beginning as your recovery. You're going to go through this again, but this time building up to around 85% of your max by the time you reach the end. Jog back, and for the final one, I want you to really stretch it to around 90 or 95% by the time you finish. I know that might seem like a lot to get through, and if you are restricted over time, then choose those exercises that you know your body will benefit from the most. And the effort you put into the warm-up will most certainly be paid back when you can nail that first rep and have a great, consistent whole main session. Well, if you've enjoyed it, hit the thumb up button and hit the globe to subscribe to make sure you get all of our videos. And if you want to see a warm-up for swimming, we've done a dry land version just down here. And if you want to know how to run faster without training more, well, you can find those secrets just here.